I greet you in Jesus' precious name. I want to speak to you about miracles. The greatest miracle that has ever happened on earth is what? The splitting of the Red Sea? No, it's not. Fire coming down from heaven when the prophet Elijah called it and burnt the carcass, the sacrifice, the wood, the stones. No, not that one. Which is the greatest miracle? The greatest miracle is when a baby can be born through a little young maiden girl who has never slept with a man, and yet she fell pregnant because the archangel Gabriel said in a dream to her that she would be the mother of the Son of God, Emmanuel, God with us. And 700 years before Mary was born, it was prophesied. And you can read that in Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. And then we look at Matthew chapter 1 and verse 23, and it was spoken again. And it happened. I want to tell you, folks, I believe in miracles. Now, St. Augustine said a miracle, he says about a miracle, miracles are not in contradiction to nature. They are only in contradiction with what we know of nature. You know, I never went to Bible college. Never had the privilege. I would have loved to have gone. If you can go, please go. You need to learn. But my Bible college is this farm. This is where I was taught everything about this book. That's why I call it my agricultural manual. I want to tell you, I have seen nature succumb to the Word of God. Oh, yes. I have seen rain come after prayer, the prayer of faith, on this farm, where on a clear day without a cloud the size of a man's fist, and a roaring inferno of a fire that was going to jump the fence, go into the neighbors, and burn out a forest, which would have sent me packing with not even a suitcase, my wife and my children, because they would have taken everything off me. And I cried out to God in the midst of everybody. I had to humble myself, get on my knees in the dust, in the dry season when there's no rain in this part of the world, and ask the Lord to bring rain and put the fire out. And He did. I can hardly believe it, but He did. Oh, He did. It was the day before Good Friday. All the farmers were trying to hold the fire back. They said, Angus, we've got to go, man. We've got to go and pay our labor. We've got to go and pay our staff because tomorrow is Easter as a public. I said, please, guys, thank you for helping me. A howling wind coming from the north. After that simple prayer, and I was a brand new Christian, still had the wrapping paper on me. The wind dropped, turned around. The wind came up from the south with rolling clouds, and gentle rain started falling on top of that fire. And it took a couple of days to put it out, and it rained non-stop. I want to tell you, my dear friend, please don't limit God. He says, is anything too hard for me? Who did He say that to? He said that to a woman who was almost 100 years old. And He said, you're going to give birth to a son. His name will be Isaac. And she went behind the tent and she started laughing. And the Lord said to her, why are you laughing? Genesis 18:14. Is there anything too hard for God? The answer is there is no miracle which is too big for God. Jesus bless you and goodbye.